Hello, good evening, guys. Happy new month. Welcome and welcome back to Ondicho family. Today is a very special day to me because God has granted me the opportunity to be here. Uh, I know many people are passing through a lot because life, we have to face that. So, guys, thank you very much for coming back and watching this video. Today is going to be just an encouraging video, and then discussing about what we have been through, and then also not to forget Tagabi, guys, Tagabi. So, um, if it's the first time you're watching this video, kindly subscribe and like this video so that we can get more subscribers and we grow this family. So what I've seen and what I've realized, I've been doing research concerning YouTube content creation, and yes, I'm gathering some things around. But as we start purchasing the requirements for our videos, then I'll be forced to. We will be doing it slowly by slowly and together, because this journey, when you start, you get so many people advising you of A, B, C, D. So you have to choose what to do. But I really appreciate for the comments I get. I appreciate for the people who have reached out and then who have advised me on what to do, on what to change. For the time being, I just want to appreciate each and every one of you for taking your time and subscribing to this YouTube channel. At the moment, we are above 80 subscribers. That is 80. I think we are around 82. So I've disappeared for a week. I'm really sorry, guys, but I'm back, and then we're going to do this day. This is going to be kind of it's going to be a routine, and then we are going to share more. And then if you have any comment or anything you need me to do, then you will advise me. At least I won't ignore any advice. I'm here so that we grow together. Thank you for coming back to this channel. So when we reached Tagabi, it was a normal life, because now Tagabi is different from Chebown. Chebown is different from Sambret. In Sambret, we used to have rough road. Guys, I don't know if you understand. We used to have rough road. What do I mean? Like, there was no tarmac road. So this is the first place in my life I saw a tarmac road. I know you will say this is crazy, but I can tell you guys, it's a unique thing, because when I was in Tagabi, that's when I joined Tagabi Primary School. I was young. Then, being afraid, and then you are kind of, hey, this is a new place. How am I going to cope? So you kind of feel lonely. But now, because I was with my brother then, I won't mention his name. I will mention it when the right time comes. I joined the school. It was fun. The uniform of the school was like high school. Let me say, can I just describe? Our trouser was gray. For those people who know gray, it's a short, not a trouser. But so many of us used to have that kind of a long short. You know, that short which is almost below your knee, and then it goes down. So it was an amazing experience, because I joined when I was in class 4. Then this is where I found Mr. Ngetich, who taught me a lot. And then I had so many guys. I can mention one. I have one of my biggest friend. I have never met him since we did class 8. His name is Duke Momani. Duke Momani, if you ever watch this video, just know that one day please reach out and say hi. I have a number of friends, but that guy, that's one friend that I have never seen. And he was my close friend. Apart from me, very Commandi. Recommend whenever you are, big shout out, man. And then we have the guy called Adeble. We call him Devi. So these are the guys I met there, and I made them friends, and they became family. We started rolling together, playing games together. It was amazing. But now, Devi used to stay in a market, and then me, Duke Momani, and Eric Command, we used to stay in the estate. That is Chebown Estate. One day I will take videos. I will take you there, guys. So in primary, it was an exciting experience, because now you're in a new primary school. It's kind of an upgrade, because Tagabi Primary School was kind of an upgrade of Sambret, because Sambret was not like Tagabi. So Tagabi is a bit better, and then we are almost to a tarmac road. And then I used to see tarmac road. When I say tarmac road, I mean Lam Yose. Like, In Sambret, we used to have Maram Road, but now in Tagabi, I can see vehicles day in. Don't be excited, Maze. It was so tough. It was not easy to see a vehicle. Like in Kericho, what we use in Sambret, what we used to see each and every day, people can laugh at me, but this is the truth. You see the managers, these people who have done agribusiness management, if I'm not wrong, or these people who have done a JED, agricultural education. And those, I think one of them, if not agribusiness. So agribusiness, these are the managers, these are the guys who secure jobs as managers, and even the a JED. Those people who have done a JED. If you have done agriculture and biology, you can teach agriculture and biology in high school. But now, if you want to join you want to join maybe a different field, you can just join the management thing. So I really appreciate, because I used to see only motorbikes, Yamaha. If you know a Yamaha, the managers, those people have seen the Yamaha motorbike, those are the ones we used to hear. And then when you hear, you know, there's a manager or assistant. Those are the big people who are being given this just to go move around the tea estate and see how people are working. Then the bigger vehicle you can see, I used to see tractors. If you know tractors, those are the vehicles, I can say, or I can say the machineries that we used to see each and every day, the tractors. So wase mnakumbuka tractors kwa mlima. For those who understands what I mean. So when tractors were carrying tea, and then you find them on kind of an uphill, the speed is very low. So sometimes when we were kids and we are moving around, that is in Sampret, we used to hang then at least feel some lift. No, it was not easy to move around with a vehicle or something. So in Tagabi, or where we are, we have Akina Duke, we have Akina Eric, we have Akina Debleo, I call him Devi. This is where my life was different. Though I didn't understand the exact value of education then, but I was trying my best. At least I was not performing poorly. Yeah, I was I can say top 10. That's what I can say. I was always top 10. But it was not enough. But we didn't have challenges. You know, living in a estate, there's not so many people are successful around. So you don't have competition. Kind of, you don't have someone to encourage you on why are you studying art. You can get a job and go and pluck tea. No, you already have a ready job. So it was a challenge. But so what we were thinking about, I can say, guys, don't judge us. We're only thinking about we eat, sleep, go to school, play games, play football. That is within us. That was the big deal. But we used to fear canes because one, me, Devi, and okay, for those people who know me, I'll mention one guy here. Can I mention you? I don't want to mention you. So me, Devi, and Momani, that is Duke, we used to have a lot of stories. A lot of stories, guys, and so crazy stories. So while in class, hey, every day I was in that book. You know the paper, the noisemakers. I was always there. Why? I was trying to keep quiet, but now Devi and Duke can bring stories, so we started discussing. So now this is where the good deal was. So when we were okay, in this place, when we were getting out of school, like in the evening, most of the time we used to go as a group, whereby we have Duke, we have Davy, and so many other guys. I can't recall all the names. So we used to move slowly while we talking. Not really talking. Kulikuwa na mchongoano. So if you know mchongoano, guys. So what people used to tell me. So there was a day that we decided to. It was kind of a challenge. Then I was told, Simon, I'm giving you this amount. So I was given 20 bob then by my friend. They said, now, we want you to, there's a way, let me call it in Swahili, for those people who can understand. Like, tunataka umwage mate, ipite hapa, lakini isipite hapa itoke kama mfereji. Like, let me translate. Like, we want you to your saliva to come out like a tap kind of. So since I have a gap here, it was very challenging. Every time I tried, the saliva was just it was impossible. It was impossible. So I was not given the amount. So that is one thing. This thing called mohanya here, or this space gap, the gap in between my teeth was the story of the day. When they get me, those guys used to hit, you know, like Mchongano was very, and then these guys were very smart when it comes to Mchongano. But now I used to manage because this is what we do. I also had some one or two punches. So, but this is what we used to do because there is nothing enjoyable like moving all the way, because from school to where we used to stay, it's around, I can say, is it, we call it, it's let's say around can we call it 3 kilometers? Let's say 2 kilometers. Okay, 2 kilometers, 2 kilometers, or 1.5, around there, in between 1.5 kilometers and 2 kilometers. So we used to walk, then talking and discussing a lot. So these guys were not giving me time. It was tough. But now I had to adjust because this is the new environment. It's a good place. Now here there is electricity. Now I'm talking about now Chebown. Chebown, there is electricity, there is television, even there is places where you can go and watch movies. The Rambo movies, this Arnold Schwarzenegger. We used to call him there's a name we used to call him. So we used to watch, and then these Donnie Yen, Jackie Chan, those movies we used to go and pay 5 shillings and then watch a movie which was like 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes. It was fun, but it was when you are found watching a movie and then you don't have an ID. Also, it was a tough thing. So Chebown framed my life in a way. So as I grew, I was almost, let's say, in class 7. We started realizing that, hey guys, you can make money during the whole day. That is the weekends. So in Chebown, it's the estate. When you there is a tarmac, between a tarmac and the tarmac, like in the right hand side, it's an estate, and then the left hand side, it's where people are living. That's the rural area of people, whereby these people are keeping kettles. Apart from kettles, they are keeping all these things. Like when you are at home, that is Ushago. You know what we keep? That's back countryside. You have your goats, you have your cattle, you have your sheep. So it was a lot. So there was these guys who used to come to the estate and cut grasses so that they take it to these they were employed kind of with these big guys who had people who were successful. It was because as we used to stay in the estate, it was different. Our life was different there than those people who live there, because we had people who were very successful and very rich. So they had employees, the people they have employed who are taking care of the cattle. So these guys used to come. So we started having kind of a conversation. There's this guy called Langat. Thank you, Langat Maze. You are doing a great deal to us, because you used to give us 10 shillings so that we put a sack of grass. So it was, so you can wake up and maybe me. I usually used to do like four sacks. So I can get my 40 shillings. 40 shillings is a lot. 40 shillings was a lot of money, because these 40 shillings can at least your week will be okay. So, but though it was a challenge, my dad didn't have a problem with it. He used to say, "Hey, keep practicing. In future, maybe you can take care of your kettles." Though we tried. So we used to make some little cash here and there, but it was fun because when you have an opportunity of at least experiencing what are these other people doing. So what I can say, Chebon, it's where my real life was, and this is where I knew myself well. This is where I grew. Though then, affording to take a picture was a big deal. So the picture I took maybe was in class 8. Taking pictures, because those times there were no smartphones. This is the time, like in the year 2000, and I can say 2005, 2006. 2006, there is when phones, now people started affording phones. Like my brother bought a phone, a Motorola C113. You can't take a picture with that kind of a phone. So those were the phones, Nokia 3310. So those were the phones you can't take a picture, guys. Yeah, those phones are not like the normal phones that you can say we have now. We are like, guys, we are very lucky. We are very lucky we have smartphones that we can do a lot of things with. Rather than then, there were no smartphones. We were using this Motorola. Now we have moved away from the telephone boats. Now we are using those small katululu, we call it nowadays, or we call it mlikamuizi. But then it was a very special phone because it was personal, and then you can charge it and move around with it. So Chebown was very nice. And then me and my dad, we usually were going home during December. That is when I started realizing that is December. We used to go for holidays because my dad used to have a kind of a leave. Nowadays we call it, those are leaves. But now in Kericho, everybody had a month. So my dad always used to take the December holiday. We travel up country and then come back on January. So Chebown was okay. So guys, if you happen to know someone from Chebown, oh, so there's this other guy. We had our rich friend. We had our rich friend by the name. Let me mention you, Duncan. So Duncan come from a well family. That's the rich guy we used to. This bungalow, the house you see the smart houses. The guys had the house then. I was young, so to see that kind of an house, and then they had cars. It was an amazing. People are blessed. So in Chebown Estate, we used to stay in cubes. Like now, when you've been circumcised, I'm not saying it's a must. There are some people like once you are an adult, kind of you can't sleep in the same house with your mom and your dad. So there was the cubes that the estate had given. That every estate we had cubes, like every camp. There is ladies cubes and there is male boys cubes. So me, I used to, mostly because I used to stay with my dad, I was rarely staying in those cubes. But I used to visit guys and say, hello, hello, this is where you stay, and blah blah blah. So it was an experience. So we were being given cubes whereby boys can sleep, and but me, I was not going to those cubes because I used to stay with my dad. My mom was not around, so it was, unless my mom visits, that's when I used to go to a different place. I have a friend by the name Ezron. Hello, Ezron. Ezron knows me. So Ezron, we used to stay with Ezron in my house, in my home. This guy, this is more than a brother, guys. Ezron, the best friend ever. So Ezron trained me a lot. Ezron trained me how to do business. I will venture into business, guys. Right now I'm working, but I'll venture into business. So I want to, the reason I'm trying to explain, so that guys, when I start talking of different places, now you understand this guy is from this place to this place. So we used to stay with Ezron, the same place, me and Ezron. And we had other guys like Dennis. Dennis, you know yourself. Then we had brother to Dennis. We used to stay in the same. They used to come and stay in my place because me and my dad, we used to stay in me and my dad. So I can use one room, me and Dennis, and then my dad will use the other room. So me, Dennis, Ezron, we used to stay together. So we were brothers, kind of. But Ezron used to study in a different school, and I used to study in a different school. But all the same, we were brothers, and there was pure love because we didn't have discrimination in the estate because each and every one of us were the same. You can't say that someone is special than us. So it was an amazing experience for us to be in Kericho. And growing up in Kericho, I realized a lot of things. Guys, I can tell you, I love Kericho. Maybe one day, God willing, I'll have a home in Kericho. At least I'll have a home in Kericho so that at least I can remember my childhood life. I can take you to those places. But I really promise you guys, I'll take you to Sambret, I'll take you to Chebown, I'll take you to both primary school, that is Sambret and Tagabi. So guys, I am back today being November 1st. Welcome back, guys, and I'm going to give you a banger every day. I'm going to give you banger and everyone. I'm going to give you a story and then we'll start discussing. We are going to venture in so many things because, guys, YouTube, I've realized this is the only way we can make it. So this is the only way we can make a family together. This is the only way we can build this together. Guys, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and then click the notification bell so that whenever I put a new video, you can be able to see. Thank you, guys, and God bless you, and thank you for coming back. Bye bye.